Alright, well, time to feed the viewers. Hello, viewers. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good. Or, excellent. Hey! Alright, what do I got for you here? Let's see, here, Clear Obscure. What's up, Tweaktown? Clear Obscure Expedition hits a major sales milestone faster than developers imagine. Turn-based RPG Clear Obscure Expedition 33 already sold 500,000 copies across all platforms. It's available on PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. So it says Clear Obscure Expedition 33, developed by Sandfall Interactive, has sold 500,000 units in just 24 hours after its release. And according to a recent announcement, Sandfall Interactive is celebrating the launch of the turn-based RPG Clear Obscure Expedition 33 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. What better way to celebrate than to announce how many units games has sold according to the official Clear Obscure Expedition 33X account. Sold 500,000, but it has 71,225 player counts of as of today. So it has 7,000 reviews, so pretty good. And it got a 91.69 system rating. Alright, keep moving here. See what else can we find here on the gaming news. Okay. EA Sports new Skates game is 100% online only. EA Sports new Skates game 100% online only. Can't be played offline. EA's new free-to-play Skates reboot is a 100% online game that's always evolving and cannot be played offline, similar to ongoing playtest build. And what they say here, a new Skates is coming, but says here has now been morphed into a live service game that's free to play and doesn't cost any upfront purchase. The flip side is that Skate will now be monetized with microtransaction, and is now an always online game. Developers confirm the new in a blog post, saying that Skates was built from the ground up as a digital world that gets updated over time. The game and cities are designed to be living, breathing, massive multiplayer skateboarding, sandboxing that is always online and always evolving. So, new Skates game, online only. Alright. What else we got here on the gaming news here? Let's see here. What's this? Where they try to make the Indiana Jones, because it's on Game Pass, that's why. It says Indiana Jones and the Great Circle selling better on PS5 than Xbox and Steam. Let's see here, what they got. How much? So let's see. Unfortunately, the PS5 version outpaced Steam as soon as the real PlayStation launch period kickoff, April 17. Indiana Jones sold 300,000 copies on Steam after 4 months. We expect PlayStation version to outdo that. Okay. Let's see here. I mean, it's on Game Pass, so there's lots of people playing it, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, what else we got here? So we got that. Let's see, Remedy first self-published FBC Firebreak will launch into Game Pass and PlayStation Plus. Alright. Okay. So, let's see, Remedy confirmed the plans for ongoing support post-launch, including 2 new job missions coming After launch, more updates will arrive in 2026. All playable content released post-launch, such as jobs, will be free to all players. So, okay. And it's coming to will launch on day one for PlayStation Plus Extra / Premium, as well as Xbox Game Pass for console and PC. Alright. Video games, folks. Got to keep you moving. Alright, what else we got here? What's this? What's this? Berserker crossover coming to Diablo 4 and Diablo Immortals, which, with Be Health Boss and Cosmetics. The cursed hellish world of Berserk is crossing over into Diablo and Diablo Immortal with full Skull Knight, White Hawk's outfit, cosmetics, and more. And so what's we got here? Let's see what they're coming here with. Let's see. What's this here? Berserker crossover into Diablo Immortal with limited time event featuring iconic bosses, exclusive cosmetic themes, items inspired by Kintaro Mura Magna. Players can earn Be Healed fight a Nosferatu Zod, unlock like Berserker armor, Griffith White Hawk from May 1st to 30th. Alright. Anyway, keep moving here. What else we got? Okay. Xbox CEO says everything on Game Pass should be also available for purchase. What? What are they talking about here? For me, what I look at Game Pass as a healthy option for certain people is not for everybody. If you play one or two games, Game Pass probably isn't the business model for you. You should just buy those two games, and that would make total sense. But I want you to have choices, so we remain focused on everything that's on Game Pass is also available to buy. We're making those games available to buy in more places, and I look at overall hours of people who are playing on Xbox, playing our games. That's a number that continues to grow substantially, and that really the metric I think that's for success in the Game Pass has been important for that. But I try to solve but I don't try to solve for Game Pass specifically on its own. It's kind of a part of the question for Xbox finding new players. Well, so basically Game Pass he wants Game Pass to be like a Microsoft store. Alright. Anyway, what else we got? Anything else? Okay, let's see. Nexus mod reinstate controversial Oblivion's remake gender mod. Oh boy, what did they do here this time? Let's see. What they say here. Nexus mod community manager Piki Source explained the situation in a note to the body type selector. The mod has been and will likely continue to be surface of controversy within the community. After a thorough review, we determined that the content of the mod itself does not violate community guidelines. However, due to the nature of this topic, which often attract intense and sometimes hostile discussions, the comment will remain locked for prevent further escalation. To clarify, the mod was not taken down because of its content. As stated in the ban notice, it was removed due to uploader and behavior. In comments, the uploader expressed an intent to incite drama and endorse external sites explicitly designed to host inflammatory content. This kind of behavior directly violates our community standards. We recognize that mods like this can bring sensitive discussions and around gender and the identity to forefront. While those important to conversation, our platform exists to support creative, expressive modding, not to serve as a battleground for broader cultural, political debates. What we will not tolerate is trolling, harassment, discrimination, and other forms of toxicity that these discussion may provoke. Anyway, well, you have the option to use the mod or not. That's what I get from all this. You have that option, so yeah. Anyway, what else we got? What's this? Let's see. Doom the Dark Ages, Lovecraftian realm filled with cosmetic horror. Okay. What they say? Bear witness to the cyclopean architecture of the Lovecraftian dimension as you explore its darkest secrets and battle against insane enemies. An unholy union between hell and the cosmetic realm has been formed. The partnership has given us birth to some new types of adversaries of the Slayer to fight enemies like cosmetic barons, twin-bladed brutes that attacks with relentless pressure. In that range, they really flurry as a psionic attacks that can block your projectile and rip through your precious health. Okay, so this is on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Anyway, keep moving. Let's see what else we got. Okay, get this out of here real quick. 1, 2, get that out of there. Yeah, video games. Gotta keep you in the loop. Alright, now, what else we got? Let's see here, let's see what OCD got. That's what they got. OC3D, what do they have? I think I saw something on, the Crew Motor Fest. the Crew 2 and the Crew Motor Fest, are getting an offline mode update. Okay, there's a trailer here, so I will leave it. And it says in 2024, Ubisoft made gamers furious by taking its racing game, The Crew, offline. Despite the game's inclusion of single-player content, it was an online-only title. Ubisoft effectively destroyed that product by taking its server offline. This has prompted a lawsuit over the game closure, which Ubisoft is currently fighting. Now Ubisoft has decided to bring offline mode updates to the newer Crew titles. As a part of the new video update, Ubisoft has confirmed that the Crew 2 will receive an offline mode later this year. Tests for this offline mode will begin next week, and Ubisoft invites fans to participate in a test version of the game offline mode. There's a trailer, I will leave it. Alright, keep moving here. Yeah, gaming. Yeah. What's this? RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business has been revealed for PC and console. Okay, it's coming July 17th on PC, Xbox Series X, and PS5. The game will be available through Steam, and 80% discount too. Yeah. Says while the game is sequel to Rogue City, while the game is a sequel to Rogue City, gamers will not need to play the game predecessor to have a good time. That said, Rogue City is currently available with an 80% discount, making now a great time to try it out. Alright. Anyway, keep moving here. Figure I'll put something out today, man. Gotta put something out. Alright, what else we got? Keep moving. What's this? E-Tech next. What's this? Oops. Okay, what do we got? Okay, let's see here. EA Sports FC 25 gets its first paid battle pass. This is just EA experimenting, because they said Electronic Arts has just announced the arrival of the first paid battle pass for EA Sports FC 25. Players can now access it for 500,000 coins, which can be earned through gameplay. 1,000 FC points cost around $10. It says the Battle Pass contains 40 levels offering rewards like exchangeable package boosts for increased season and season each increased season points and more. However, the biggest draw is the chance to unlock an exclusive version of Frankie Ribery with 96 points. And players who spent most of their career by Bayern Munich. The reaction from players has been divided, with some agreeing that the rewards, especially Ribery, are worth it. However, many believe that Ultimate Team already has enough microtransaction and didn't need any other form of monetization. For particularly upset that Ribery, a player who could make big difference in the game, is only available through Premium Pass. This is worth noting that EA has previously tested a free version of Battle Pass, and the company has promised to closely monitor players' feedback on this new feature. EA. Anyway, yeah, I had to put something out. Today, though. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? What's this? Yeah, what's this? Death Stranding. Oh, that's not Death Stranding. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Death Stranding movie will be strange and unbelievable, say Kojima. Says Hideo Kojima say Death Stranding live action film with a A24 will be an unbelievable strange film via Koji 10 TPS. He says director Michael Sarnowski is smart at has good taste, is a very nice person, so happy he can direct the film. He said Mike will properly play the shows. Let's see what's properly play Death Stranding and Metal Gear Solid 1, and was going to play Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 as well, but Hideo Kojima stopped him. Hideo Kojima said he doesn't seem like a typical Hollywood person. Anyway, keep moving. Got to put something out. Yeah. Anywho, let me do this. What else we got? Gotta put something out, man. Gotta do it. Let's see, what do we got? Mm, 10 o'clock. Alright. Okay. Got to. Let's see, what have we got? Video cards, you ain't got nothing. Okay. I don't think Phil Spencer. Anyway, what do we got here? Okay, what's this? I don't know what this is. I can't even call it. They got to do better than that. All right, what's this? Is Blue Princess success due to social play? Anyway, let's see here. The mystery adventure hybrid about building rooms in a strange manner has plenty of buzz and offer great unofficial co-op play. I am slightly obsessed with Blue Princess developer Doug Baum recently released an adventure puzzle/mystery game that sees players drafting rooms in a massive, surreal manner, teasing out clues with each action, and each day it offers a potent blend of escape room style puzzle with math, logic, spatial reasoning, and other flavor. Strategic room drafting action straight out of the tabletop sensation Betray, House on the Hill, and a personal game paradigm. The player and player's characters attain knowledge and apply it at close to a 1.1 ratio. It's ostensibly a single player game, but I think it has even longer legs and an official co-op experience. Anyway, then they say like Outer Wilds, return to Orvar Din, a semblance and oversight. More emphasis is placed on knowledge, on the knowledge you gain by playing and exploring, access to secret methods, and rules about the way the world works. More so than in-action level system like XP and RPG are similar, while there are more standard elements, a general roguelike run-based structure, some permanent upgrades to your kit and abilities. What feels important is what you the player are absorbing, experimenting with, putting to the test in your action. Alright, keep moving. So what else we got here? Got to keep you guys in the loop, man. Let's see, what's this? IO Interactive co-founder launched new consensus-driven studio. Wombo Games has been developing Raiders of Black Veil for the last 2 years. And IO Interactive co-founder and former Square Enix Chief Creative Officer Jonas Flosser has announced funding of Copenhagen-based studio Wombo Games. The studio has been working on its debut title, Raiders of the Black Veil, for the past 2 years. The studio debuted a game and action roguelike that mixes in elements from the MOBA and PvP action, and is set to launch on Steam Early Access this summer. Okay. Then it says Flosser, the CEO of Wombo, said the studio will be run in a more consensus-focused manner than the previous companies he worked at. Raiders of Blackwell is our first title, so it's very special to us. Wombo Games CEO Jonas Flosser said in an announcement, "It is a blueprint of our studio because every person at Wombo has contributed directly to its development." Alright, they're working on something. Yeah. What else we got? Game industry. What's this? Meta lays off 100 Reality Lab workers, employees. Reality Lab has lost 47.5 billion over the past 3 years, and is expected to continue bleeding cash. So Meta has reportedly laid off over 100 employees across Reality Labs division. The embattled business unit housed Meta wearables, hardware and software business, formerly known as Oculus, and lost over 17.7 billion during the last fiscal year. Bloomberg is reporting that over 100 workers have been laid off across the division. That number comes from a source familiar with the situation. Those impacted include staff working on a MetaQuest fitness application called Supernatural. We're deeply saddened to share that these changes have resulted in the loss of some of our incredibly talented team members. Read a Facebook post from the Supernatural team. And yeah, it says Meta neglects to comment on the exact scope of the layoffs, but confirmed downsizing has taken place. So teams with Oculus Studios are undergoing shift in structure and roles that impacted team size. Meta spokesperson Tracy Clayton told Bloomberg. She said these changes are meant to help studios work more efficiently on the future mixed reality experience our growing audience while still delivering great content for people today. The game industry, man. Alright, what else we got? Gotta keep you guys in the loop, you know. Yeah. Alright. Let's see, what do we got? What's this? Tenderfoot Tactics developer pulls title from Xbox to support pro-Palestine boycott. Indie developer Beidou is ditching the Microsoft-owned platform in solidarity with Palestine lead boycott divestment sanction campaign. Says here, Tenderfoot Tactics developer Beidou has pulled the title from Xbox platform in solidarity with Palestinian lead boycott, divestment, and sanction campaign, which was called. Wait a minute. This is which was called for a boycott of Microsoft over its ties to Israel military. We hope that Microsoft will listen to the voices of our workers and customers and stop all the business with the criminal Israeli military, which we have watched conduct an open genocide in Gaza over the last 18 months. We hope the broader community will join in the pressure campaign and fight for an end to corruption and apartheid Palestine across the world. Man, alright. Give you a little gist of it. What else we have here? That isn't. What's this? Yeah, war-torn developer Stray Kite shows how small studios can chase big ideas in a turbulent 2025. Says co-development experiences shine away from venture capital and embracing early access made Stray Kite Studios war-torn possible. Says studios of all shapes and sizes have been struck down by the video game industry. Contraction of the last three AAA companies, small indies and mid-sized studios founded by industry veterans have all laid off our employees and canceled games in the face of modest decline of player spending and unrealized growth demand by investors. That third group, the studio founded by former employees of companies like Blizzard Entertainment, Rockstar Games, Ubisoft, etc., has been a particularly punching bag for big influencers of LinkedIn. To be sure, working at a AAA studio during the release of a game like World of Warcraft or Assassin's Creed Origin doesn't automatically make you ready to run your own company, but the rhetoric around these failures sometimes rises to the level of contempt, as though the investors class is angry at their own past faith in these developers, and now blaming them for their portfolio woes. And what else we got here? It says here, however, the strange discovery has become. It is true that around 2020-2021, investor poured millions of dollars into studios with these bona fide, and these studios have suffered in the years since. If you're a AAA dev about a fundraiser for your own company or at the helm of one, now what can you do to survive? Yeah, it's like a nice little article here because it's pretty long. Let's see what I can get here. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see here. What can you do to survive? Yeah, it's pretty long. It says here, in our ongoing quest to answer that question, the folks at Stray Kite Studios, who are about to release their debut game, War Torn, in early access, caught our eyes. Stray Kite was co-founded by BioShock lead designer and Borderlands 2 creative director Paul Hellquist and former Robot Entertainment colleague Chauvin Patel. The pair met during their overlapping ties at Work Must Die developer Robot Entertainment and jump into the business together after a 2018 layoff. Yeah, it's a long article. I could sit here and go through it, but let's give you a gist of it. Alright, what else we got? Let's see what's else we got here? The Big Con developer might yell confirm layoffs. What's this? Big Con at night in the attic developer might yell has laid off an undisclosed number of employees. Full remote studio shared the news on Blue Sky and explained a few team members have been laid off due to financial challenges. This is not a decision we come to easily, and we know the importance it will have on our team and community, reads the post. We want to be transparent as possible regarding the layoff and the difficult state of funding in games. We are still on track for the release of All System Dance, and we will share news about the launch very soon. But right now, what's important is supporting our team through this tough time. Yes, as Mike Yell said, it wished it could have avoided the layoff, but was ultimately forced to axe some roles. It has implored other companies with open position to consider hiring those impacted by the cuts. Yeah. The game industry, folks. The ups and the downs. What's this? This Obsidian is playing catch up here. We got us late. Put this out there. It says here, Paradox Interactive return to the office policy may be driving employees away from the studio. Over 54% of surveyed Paradox employees state that unpopular return to office policy at the Crusader King 3 and Stellaris developer may make them leave the company. Says here, in the last few years, Paradox Interactive massively successful strategy portfolio of games like Victoria, Stellaris, and Crusader King 3 has been praised for critical commercial success made possibly by veterans. Says here, developers now a return to office policy is threatening to drive employees away from the company. After the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown of 2021, video game developers began adapting to the needs of a workforce that had spent a year learning how to make games in a remote environment. Some, like the Swedish company Paradox Interactive, implement hybrid schedules that offers developers flexibility in exchange for spending up to 3 days a week in the studio. And what else we got here? It says, let's get one more here. It says here, many developers at Paradox found that this framework ideal. It allowed them to balance the costs of childcare and commuting while still seeing peers in person for necessary work. But in late 2024, Paradox leadership informed employees they would wind down the hybrid work schedule, mandating they be in the office 4 days a week starting in February 2025 and a full 5 day a week by September 2025. This is to get a sense of the overall reception following the policy rollout earlier this year. Game developer speaks with 5 current and former developers from Paradox Interactive who all request anonymity for fear of retaliation. Those conversations, which took place over the last several months, suggest that the policy has proven to be unpopular with the company and has endured a chaotic rollout. Yeah. Video games, folks. Alright, let me keep going here. Anyway, I'm just going through this list and see what we got here. Gotta catch up. Alright, anyway, what else we got here? Yeah, this news is gonna be pretty long though. It says here, what's this? Huge donation will help the strong preserve the history of defunct Saint Row developer Volition. A collection of materials spanning 3 decades of the company has been donated to the National Museum of Play. And let's see here, the Strong National Museum of Play has received a donation from defunct Saint Row developer Volition that will help preserve almost 30 years of company history. Andrew Borman, Director of Digital Preservation at the Strong, shared news on LinkedIn. Thanks to Game Hubs, and said the donation includes thousands of game bills, some source material, documentation, props, and award relating to iconic franchise including Descent, Red Faction, and Saint Row. While we have only just begun to process the collection, I am beginning to understand some of what it might contain, said Borman in a video post. Nothing. The museum has received a disc from 2004 that includes multiple early builds of Saint Row, which was then called Bling Bling. Anyway, and says here, get one more. Says here, underlining the performance, preserving a digital time capsule, underlining the importance of preserving, cataloging, and archiving video game industry. Borman explained how that the single item chart, the formative year of an iconic franchise, serve as a digital time capsule that shows how projects evolved over the years as design beats and mechanics were added, tweaks, and even torched by development team. Anyway, keep going here. What else we got? Oh yeah. What's this? I think I did this already, I think. Covered that. I think I covered that already. See, when I Gaming on Linux. Almost done here too. Got to keep moving. Let's see here. What else we got? How Avowed QA team stumped out a bug by working inside a design tool. Train your QA using whatever method you're training your designers. Says your Obsidian Entertainment Avowed is a major technical achievement for Fable role-playing game studios. Though the company experience with 3D action RPG like Fallout New Vegas and The Outer Worlds, Avowed brings a fantasy world to the company isometric pillars of Eternity series to a massive 3D world. Like its predecessor, Avowed allowed players to make a dizzying number of decisions in gameplay and dialogue that will intersect and shape the journey. Combine those branching choices with the game advancements in the first-person combat animation, and you have an exponential complex game at risk of launching with a distressing number of bugs. And one more here. It says here, but that didn't happen. Avowed launched to critical acclaim, with some critics noting the game isn't as glitchy as many of Obsidian's beloved older titles. The studio reputation for the buggy games was so noteworthy that at a 2025 Game Developer Conference, Obsidian QA lead David Benderfield briefly mentioned in his presentation on Obsidian improvement to a QA workflow. Anyway, let me keep going here. What else we got? Anything else? Job cuts again. Developer cuts 40% of the workforce at Reigns developer Nerial. And Reigns has earned over $20 million to become one of Devolver most successful franchise. And it says there, U.S. publisher Devolver Digital has laid off 40% of employees at internal studio Nerial after identifying issues with recent release. The studio is best known for developing Reigns and more recently the Crushing House. The former is one of the developer's most successful franchise to date, having to earn $20 million in lifetime revenue across the 5 titles. Devolver acquired Nerial in 2021 alongside Firefly Studio and Dodge Roll. The studio about its webpage currently lists 11 employees. Nerial has undergone a team restructuring to address issues around recent release and to better shape the team for a future release, reads Devolver in Fiasco Year 2024 investor presentation. This restructure has resulted in a 40% reduction headcount. Man, people getting laid off, man. Man, shame. Shake up in the game industry. What's this? Game Beats spin-off Venture Beats to become niche independent publication. We're excited about this powerful new chapter in Game Beats and the industry we're serving. And what's this? Let's see here. Game Beats has become independent media brand after splitting from parent company Venture Beats. The long-running video game tech and entertainment publication said the move will enable continued growth and innovation. The newly independent outlet will be overseen by CEO Gina Joseph, formerly Chief Strategy Officer at Venture Beats, and Editorial Director Dean Takahashi, formerly lead writer at Game Beats. We are excited about the powerful new chapter for Game Beats and the industry we are serving, and said Joseph, as a niche independent publication, will unlock unparalleled insights, opportunities to direct access to decision makers playing on integral roles for this $177 billion industry, $177 billion industry, and broader interactive tech landscape. Alright. Says we look forward to growing Game Beats as an influential industry platform, not just for a few, but also foster connection and opportunities for business leaders, helping the industry to thrive while continuing our reputation for delivering authoritative thoughts, leadership that will shape the future of this dynamic space. Yeah. The game industry. Who else is this? Let's see, who is this? I'm almost done. Yeah. Let's see, what's this? Blue Ocean Game launches $30 million investment fund to support 100 indies. The newly staged venture fund is backed by Krafton and want to empower promising indie developers who fall outside traditional investment criteria. It says here, Blue Ocean Games, a new $30 million early stage venture fund backed by PUBG maker Krafton, has launched with the aim of supporting 100 indie developers over the next 3 years. The fund was established by Krafton, former head investment Damien lead empower the promising indie developer who fall outside of the traditional investment criteria. Blue Ocean said it will leverage a unique structure agreement for indie launch sale funding models to create a pathway for game concepts that might never otherwise make it to market. Alright. Hey, donation helps. So the sale will enable Blue Ocean to provide investments at the concept stage before the team creates a playable build, and financing a $100,000 developer, up to $300,000 per team, disbursed over 3 years. In addition, partner developer will receive objective market validation milestones as opposed to subjective checkpoint, hybrid equity and revenue share agreement that balance developer control with investor returns and full ownership of their IPs. The fund will also offer practical support, including incorporation assistance, bookkeeping service, and mentorship from industry veterans. Successful application will be grouped into cohorts to create a collaborative community that can share knowledge and resource. Yeah. Well, donation helps, man. Yeah, you're talking 30 million. It's a good move to help the indie developers. Very good. All right, what else we got here? I'm just going through the articles I missed. Figure I'd do this and just knock this out and get it over with. Let's see here. What's this? Hobby. Oh, you? What you want? How may I help you? How may I help you? What's good? What's good? It's the cat. What's up? Come on now, what's good? You want me to play with you? Huh? You, you, you know I'm doing the news right now. It's the cat. Say Hobby Darling named president of League of Legends developer Riot Games. Says here former Nike was it Nike Skull Candy and Logitech executive Hobby Darling. Anyway, has been named president of Valorant and League of Legends developer Riot Games, the Tencent-owned studio, and said Darling will strive to turn Riot into the best place to make games. His appointment comes after former Riot global president Dylan Jaja vacated the role in 2023 to become CEO of the studio. Prior to joining Riot, Darling held senior leadership roles at the several portfolio in companies. He led the video game peripheral maker Skull Candy as CEO for 4 years, between 2013 and 2017. Before that, he spent around 3 years at Nike as a global GM for Nike Sport, where he expanded brand through a digital platform partnership, including linking up with Microsoft and Xbox to release fitness-focused Connect titles, Nike Plus Connect training. And it says more recently, Darling served as a senior executive on Logitech global leadership team during the tenure at the tech company. He reported directly to the CEO and oversaw the portfolio of leading technology and consumer brand across esports and video games. Well, that means there's going to be some changes at Riot. That's what that means. All right, last but not least, let's see, last piece of news here. Not bad. What do we got here? I think I did this one where it says Roblox. I think I did this. I remember doing this. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Anyway, let me keep looking see what I can find here. Yeah. Video games, folks. Gotta stay on top of it. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, what's this? Xbox Elite Series 2 controller available for how much are they selling this for? Let's see. $100. The Elite Series 2 wireless gaming controller is $142.98, 21% off. But now it's currently available for $100. All right. Gotta keep pushing. What's this? Okay, we talked about that already. Got to. Let's see what else we got here. Did that already. Keep moving. Let's see, anything else on the gaming news? Gotta get through this. I might have to wake up in the morning and do another one. What's this? Okay, what's this? Remedy Entertainment co-op game FBC Firebreak is out in June, post-launch reveal. Okay. So this is coming June 17, 2025. Alright. Got the trailer. Alright. We'll keep that in mind. Okay, Oblivion, we talked about that already. We talked about that, did that. Almost done. Okay, we know Forza Horizon 5 is out on PlayStation. And okay, I think that's that. So yeah, talked about Frostpunk already. Yep. That is that. So we're good. Gotta keep you in the loop, guys. Lots of work. Yep. That is that. So you guys are good. News, deals, games, update. The usual. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy though. I had to keep you guys informed on the news. I was sitting here playing catch up on what I missed out on. So yeah, but keep you guys in the loop and keep you up to date, gaming wise. Yeah. Anyway, and tomorrow I'll be back at it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video too. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, the Star Wars Star Trek thing. Borg, Dark Side. I'm gone.